The legend.
Yo, my boy.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man? It's been a while, brother.
What is up, man? It definitely has been, and I really appreciate you being down to give me this lesson.
Oh yeah, dude.
In terms of like my play though, I felt recently like I kind of hit a roadblock, and I was kind of gonna go into this like a little bit more,
Okay.
like before we started, but yeah, like I feel like I hit a little bit of a roadblock as far as
Getting
a lot of
better.
players who I was like consistently beating before were just beating me. And I realized that the playstyle that I had was like I was kind of playing patient, sort of more patient and trying to understand like what my opponent is doing. But I realized that that would cause me to get like kind of ran over a lot of the time. And recently, I wanted to mention this too, is that I actually shifted my playstyle. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do exactly what I feel like I'm losing against, which is almost essentially like just playing as fast as I possibly can, playing aggressive, like without hesitation.
Right.
And almost like
Overwhelming them with
essentially
pressure,
mashing. Yeah, like
I got you.
but
Well, Cena's not
and
the
I
best
realized
at it,
that
but that's fine.
yeah, like but it's been helping me.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, of
Like,
course.
I've been
Well, I mean,
turning
here's the
up
thing, bro.
and,
Like, the main way you make a top player play worse is to overwhelm them with pressure. Like, if they are the one receiving all of the pressure, if it's unpunishable and you know what to do, like if your pressure game is on point, and I can go through this with you because I remember last time we talked, bro. I saw a slight flaw in your pressure game. This was years ago, right? Like 2-3 years ago. But bro, if your pressure game is on point, you could be a mid-level player and make the top player play worse. If you just know how the pressure game really works, like and how
Yep.
like what the best buttons are and what the flow chart is. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna go through that anyway with you, even if you're doing it, just to kind of like open your eyes to, yes, pressure and like overwhelming the opponent with pressure, especially in a tournament setting, is gonna make the top player have to pick the uncomfortable options. Like they have to play your game now.
lately I've been feeling like, yep, I'm able to just play. I'm at the level where I can play like straight aggressive and like it'll
Sure.
still make sense to me type thing.
Sure.
But no, everything you were saying, I definitely feel that.
Okay.
It makes sense for sure.
So do you feel like basically you are falling behind against some of these top players now because you didn't really take that step forward of like I'm here to dominate this game with pressure. You got to play my game, and instead
Yep.
you've been like just being you've been too patient, hoping that they give you stuff here and there a little bit more than you can.
Yep, essentially that's like honestly spot on, bro.
Okay.
Because I put a lot of my effort into like I want to learn. Like I want to. When I beat you, I want to know exactly why I'm beating you,
Right, okay.
and I want to understand like what's going on.
I got you.
Rather than just like, all right, I'm just playing to win and play as fast as I can, and
Yeah.
just like, you know
So
what I'm saying?
This
Like,
is actually that's really good to hear because you know what, like there's two mentalities going into a local. The first is I'm like the game starts and you're like I know how to win. I'm gonna just win this game, right? Like that's pretty. You're out of the game if you're thinking like that. Like I know how to win. Let's just do what works and what I usually do and what usually gives me the win. That's not how this game works. This game is about like adaptation, at least at like the higher levels. So you got to go in with the mindset, like you said, of I'm here to learn, bro. Like I'm going to my locals to learn how to win, which includes basically I'm playing against this top player. I'm here to learn how to beat him, and I basically that's where you're open to adapting rather than just sticking with this one plan in your head that usually you think wins, right? So that's good. That's a good mentality, but pressure is the thing that makes you in that mindset of like I'm pressuring safely, and what does he do, and how is he responding to this safe pressure? And I'll teach you this because that is the right mindset. Step one is just move well, try not to get hit, get into that position where I can pressure him first. Right after I've pressured him, like play it safe, see what he does, and then patiently pressure. Like don't do anything stupid here, just keep pressuring him and keep playing it safe. And then now, like, I start to realize how he's trying to deal with my pressure, and I'm adapting against that. And immediately, it's like I'm in control, basically. So I'll teach you how you want to pressure to combine that with I'm here to learn how to beat you through pressuring, basically.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow,
So
okay.
let's watch. This is
Sounds
who?
good.
This is Zomba.
So this is Zomba, man. So this is like our most recent set.
Yeah, good pressure immediately. There was nothing better you could have done there, bro. Because like even if you shield it, it's your game immediately. You're in like that slight advantage. Good combo immediately as well. Good back air. Nice landing fair. This is like dash up tilt here maybe, or landing up air. He went for landing up air. It's completely fine. Good nair.
Carried into nair. Yep.
Nice.
Autumn in his dash.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So that covers two things actually. That's really good here.
What does
the pivot F tilt here covers him like not double jumping, and then if he double jumps, you get up B here with Lucina. So this is a really good Lucina option to just like launch Rob off stage for this specific launch, and you get F tilt and the shield up B immediately. Covers two options basically. It's really good. Good throwing it up here. He's not gonna catch it. Nice. Good lingering right under him with these up airs, threatening him. Nice. Okay. You know what's really good here too is that you're not extending with double jump too high, and he gets below you. You're staying right under him, just like here. You stay right under him, punish him for these air dodges, punish him for being under the up airs. Good pressure as well here with up B, back air, nair.
I tried to nair one.
Up air. Okay. Not bad. He didn't expect that mix up. This is where you want to be turned around.
Turn around here? Okay.
Yeah. Because the back air, like, that's the biggest thing that you'll actually swing, you know?
Yeah. Maybe I was expecting to catch gyro.
No, of course, but you can catch it with your back turn. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you, like, jumped with your back turned, and let's say he mashed nair fastball or fair fastball after this, you get a free back air. If he doesn't, you just double jump back in and you're fine. And now he's still in need of landing against you being in this position.
Okay.
The up B was a little unnecessary. That's about it. But not a big deal. You're at 27. He's at 137. You just got to be patient here.
Okay, real quick. Do you see where I fared there off stage and I got hit by the laser? Do you think I could have maybe done anything differently there? Like, let's see, because I get farmed, like, off stage a lot versus him.
That's because you're mashing the fair for no reason. Like, if you just didn't do anything, then you see the laser, you react with air dodge, you're good. Because you can air dodge, go low, and then up B. Like, you're fine. It's not like you don't have that option. But because you swing,
I thought he would throw.
Well, I mean, gyro or laser doesn't matter. Because you're mashing, like you're preemptively swinging here for no reason.
Okay.
Like anything would hit you. Even if he dash attacked, it would hit you, right? So the solution is not what do I do instead. It's don't do anything actually. Like you didn't need to do anything. Just take your time. Try to react in disadvantage. Okay. Oh, jab, yeah. That's what happens if you press the A button too close. You'll like more likely than not, you'll just jab. Even if it didn't like touch your shield. Because obviously, like if you parry it, it disappears. If you shield it, it disappears. So usually if you want to outplay
if you shield it?
Yeah. Every time you shield gyro, it just goes away. Even on parry.
It doesn't bounce off your shield?
Gone. And then you shield it here again, gone.
Oh, does that depend on the charge?
No. A shielded gyro always goes away.
Why do I feel like I didn't actually know this?
The best way to outplay this is to short hop over it, land, and Z grab it. Because then at least that if he knows that you're gonna do if you full hop and you do that, he's probably gonna punish you on your landing with laser or something. But if you short hop over it and then you land and you grab it, then the laser is too slow.
Yeah, as far as throwing that.
I know you haven't seen The Art of Rob. But check it out. It talks mostly about how you can outplay gyro and how you can use gyro for combos. You can skip everything else because I'm pretty sure you know everything else. But there's two gyro sections in that video that will teach you how to use gyro optimally. Because you're not even sure how to double throw it. You're not sure where to catch it after you throw it, even though you can.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because it bounces. It bounces on hit. Like as soon as you've thrown it and it hits them, you see here. When you throw it and it hits him, it bounces right there.
Yeah.
So you can jump Z catch immediately, and now you have it immediately, for example. And if you jump Z catch, you can throw it for double throw combo, for example. So you can do F throw, jump, F throw. But it's the execution of how do they do these combos? Because the combos that Robs do, you can do it against them too. Yeah. Okay. See again here. Hold on.
I mash. Yeah.
Yeah. You mash, but there's no reason to mash. Here's the only reason to mash like this out of disadvantage is when it's safe to do so and you want to fast fall quickly out of tumble. But like this is not the moment for it. Like it's pointless to actually press anything here. Lucina has this like free disadvantage of like I'm cool, like I'm off stage, I could just air dodge through a lot of stuff, go low, and then up B, like I'm fine. You know, the up B is so hard to challenge, so you don't have to deal with this shit. You can just air dodge on reaction, up B, you're fine every time.
Yeah.
Because like here, on top of you mashing, you've mashed after losing your double jump, so like you had to air dodge into up B to like retrieve that double jump.
Yeah.
This fair was fine, but like it's over anyways. So far you've died
Anxious.
3 times from bad disadvantage play, basically. But you know, I haven't seen you pressure shield too much. Not yet.
Do you think the answer there would have been like dash grab or like
No.
dash?
No,
Really?
no. You
'Cause it's
had
too far away, right?
well, not really. He is definitely close enough. You could have shield dashed and then grabbed. That definitely works. But that's not pressure. That's you going for like a bait and punish. Like I'm gonna get into that close range and we're playing bait and punish. Am I gonna grab? Am I gonna do a quick aerial? Or am I gonna jump? In that like close range shield grab or shield dash moment, right? Where you're literally to like 2 shields against each other, right? That's a rock, paper, scissors. Who grabs? Who presses spot dodge against the grab, or who presses the immediate aerial, or who just jumps out, basically, right? Like, or who disengages. So it's rock, paper, scissors between grab, press an aerial, or just like disengage, pretty much.
Okay.
So that's not pressure, but pressure is more like I'm gonna pressure him safe. Like, what could I do here that is safe against shield? So potentially I could have short hopped and landed fair. Maybe I could have down tilted. Maybe an F tilt that's max spaced here would have been safe, for example. Instead of like going for something that is unsafe and punishable on shield, because he's punishing you here.
Right.
Even if you're spacing back.
Right. Okay. So do you think in that situation, if I did like a short hop and I went for landing fair, couldn't he just like fair out a shield like instantly when I jumped like on reaction?
Oh, yeah, of course he can. But only if you're jumping too close. So I'll show you what the pressure game. These are good questions, bro, because he definitely can. Only if you're jumping too close. Like
really?
Yeah, only if you're jumping too close. Because like here, you're definitely too close. We both know this, right? Like
Right,
you're
yeah,
in range of some players F tilt, some players out of shield options. So yeah, short hopping and landing an aerial here is kind of a bad option. You do have Nair, something that can come out slightly earlier than a fully delayed aerial, so like you can maybe do that. But the short hop would have been bad anyways because you're playing against this oppressive fair that he can react with to like anti-air. So yeah, definitely you shouldn't have short hopped. But you could have down tilted and F tilted. And if you're short hopping from like here, right, from like max range, where you're jumping here, you see my mouse, right?
Yeah.
You're short hop, and let me show it. Okay, yeah, people are seeing it on OBS as well. So if you're short hopping here, then his fair is not going to reach you, but you're still going to be able to like land an aerial against him. So okay, so I know what we can talk about, bro. This is not hard. Go start your switch. I'll make an arena. I'm going to show you pressure.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Pick let's do Roy. Roy is really like simple out of shield and like standard, right?
Okay, you want me to play Roy?
Yeah, just pick Roy for the sake of like showcase or something.
Okay. Yeah, if it's that time. I was due for a coaching lesson myself. It's been way too long.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain one big concept to begin with. I'm gonna ask you a question. Where's burst range?
I would say burst range is, I would say with like Lucina specifically or just in general?
Just in general. The general burst range.
In general, I would say it's like a small area to where maybe it's like a dash attack range or a range where the opponent maybe like here.
No, it's okay. So this is the first
Really?
thing, is that you don't know where it is, and that's a big deal. Your burst range is here. This is burst range because from here, if you went for like a dash attack without dashing, it's gonna hit. If I just went for like my immediate dash side B, it's gonna hit. But also from burst range, I'm not just able to use burst options because burst options are risky. I don't want to play burst all the time. Like I don't want to be dash attacking and dash side Bing and going for like call outs. These are basically called call outs. Like basically, if I'm using a burst option from burst range, then I can call out 3 things. I can call out your shield, I can call out your not shielding, and I can call out your jump. I can't really call out anything else. Like it's between me going for a dash attack or dash grab or dash anti-air. Like that's the burst options I have, right? But if I'm at burst range and you shield, right? So put up your shield.
Okay.
Auto space. It's just dash down. You do it yourself. You're Roy. So just dash down tilt.
Okay.
Auto space.
You can't really, like, you can't punish that, really.
No, because it's auto spaced. Like basically, from here I can approach safely.
Yeah.
I can't. It's not just that I just am able to call you out, but I'm able to do another thing, which is I can call you out or I can play safe. So I can choose to play risky or I can play safe. So I can from here short hop in and land fair. I can land back air if I want to. I can land nair if I want to. I can dash down tilt, and the dash down tilt will just auto space. If you shield for me, basically from here, I'm just able to go for this, right? So that's how you know you're in burst range. The easiest way to know you're in burst range is if you dash down tilt and it max spaced, you're in burst range.
Max space, you're in burst range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you're in burst range. Basically, now now you're in range for max space down tilt because you know how you can just dash and press it, and it'll auto space safely. If you go into this range here, now we're at mid range. Mid range is basically unreactable range completely because you could be playing against a masher, lower level, and still get hit by random stuff like, oh, he F-tilted, or he just pressed this, or he pressed this, or he did whatever, he spot dodged and tilt, whatever it is, right? Basically, this is F-tilt or tilt range and out of shield option range. That's what this is. But we can't grab each other. That's why it's mid range. I can get into close range. Now we can grab each other. And here it's a rock, paper, scissors. Either I'll grab you, or I'll do nair, fade away, or I'll jump away. And so it's basically like you rock, paper, scissors, grab, aerial, or jump at that range. Here at mid range, you're also you have this rock, paper, scissors of like, I shield dashed in, and I'm looking for a punish. Like I'm looking for him to mash a bad option so I can like block it and punish it, or I can block it and punish it like this. That's the first intention. The second thing is, okay, he didn't do something, cool, I can pressure, but the jump here is risky. Because I'm in your tilt and immediate anti-air range. So, like, I don't want to jump here. So, I want to jump here. Can you anti-air me here?
Like, no.
No.
Heck no.
Unless you go for, like, a call-out, it's not going to happen, right? You can't just, like, shield or, like, react to a short hop. Because if I'm reacting to your short hops with something immediate, that's not going to hit. I would have to play risky. I would have to run up and hit it. But, like, I don't want to play that way. Because, like, 2 out of 3 times I'll be wrong. It's inconsistent. So this is why when you're pressuring, you want to find burst range first. And then from burst range, you're not actually going to be using your burst options unless you feel like it's absolutely worth it. You're going to be short hopping in, landing fair, and you're going to be dashing in and tilting to play safe. Right. So you're playing safe pressure. You're choosing to get into that range where it's time to play, and you choose safe pressure most of the time. If you're shielding and I'm pressuring you like this is not good spacing. I want to jump from here where you can't anti-air me. And by the time you realize that I've jumped, my aerial is already pressuring you. Now you tell me, in a boxing game, you have these two mentalities. One boxer is going to say in his head, all right, bro, I'm going to try to hit him first. And the other guy is saying, all right, I'm going to try to move safely, carefully, get into position, pressure him, basically jab him safely, and then see how he deals with it. And then I'll find my openers. Who wins?
Right. I'm going to be real, bro. It sounds like the second guy for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like the second guy for sure. Yeah.
It's the same.
But I feel
it's the
like
same as Smash.
At
bro.
At
top level, it's the same as Smash.
Yeah, I guess I feel like there are some players though that like are just so aggressive and are so like just down to get dirty immediately without like caring too much about that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And I feel like it sometimes works, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll explain how to beat that in a second. I'll explain how to beat that. Don't worry about it, because I've gone through getting into burst range first. Now you understand burst range. You understand mid range. You understand close range. Those are key ranges. If you're outside of it, don't play your game. Just move. Like I said, game plan number 1, move well, don't get hit, find that burst range, because now you can play, you can pressure. And then secondly, main priority at least, is pressure. That's default state. I pressure him. Why would I go for something risky when I can pressure him and he can't do anything about it?
Yep.
Right? And
100%.
Then the third is, let's see how he deals with my pressure, and then I hit those moments. Is he jumping? Is he swinging out of shield? Does he roll? What does he do? Etc. We'll get to that. But basically,
sounds good.
I can play bait and punish. Bait and punish is 2 things. It's dash away and react, and it's dash shield in and react. Now, when you dash shield in here, if you didn't get anything, if you got something, you punish it. If you didn't get anything, you can choose to pressure, or you can choose to back off immediately. So you can do this if you want to, like retreat, right? And you can cover yourself while you do that.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. Do you mean like by essentially getting something as if like let's say you dash up and then they try to like hit you.
Like
and then
let's
you get,
say
like, a punish.
let's say Roy went for like dash F tilt like this, and I shield dashed in. That's a free punish from me. Or let's say you played against Fox and he dash attacked. That's a punish from me. Basically, if you get something that you can punish, take it. Also, if they short hopped, punish the short hop. Right? Because if people are like short hopping and landing like this, and you shield dash in, you see their jump, you can hit it. You can swing out of the air. You can swing them out of the air. It's like that's an opener. And either you're hitting their jump or you're hitting them touching your shield wrong. That's it.
And that's the bait and punish is what you're talking about, right?
That's
like
the one
instead of
form.
going for like the one form,
the
right?
one
It's
form
like instead
of
of going
game
for like a safe like dash down tilt or whatever, like instead of going for something like that or going for like a landing fair that's spaced safely, you're saying just run up, shield, and see what they do.
Yeah.
And if they try to hit you, then that's the then you win the bait, right?
This platform is actually perfect burst range. How it shows, like from one end to the other is perfect burst range, because if you're standing at the edge of this and I do dash down tilt perfectly spaced, you can't do much about that. So basically, you have 3 playstyles. The first playstyle is I'm going to go in and I'm going to call him out, which is risky and not good, and you won't see top players do this much. The second option is I'm going to jump in and pressure him safely. I'm going to dash in and pressure him safely. The third play is maybe he's going to do that to me. So if he's going to short hop, I can shield dash in, and if I expected him to short hop, I'll swing him out of the air, for example. Or maybe he did a call out, and I dashed in and he mashed something bad and I get my punish. And if he didn't, cool, I can retreat, or I can choose to pressure, or in Lucina's case, I can nair fade back, and so on, right? And I can disengage from that situation. Maybe I don't want to be at mid-range, and I'll retreat to mid-range. But there's one more form of bait and punish, and that is dash away. So for example, let's say you're standing right here where I'm standing.
Yep.
Right? And
I'm sorry. Oh, what do you want me to stand? You want me to stand?
You can just stand. It's fine. Okay. So if I approach you right now with short hop landed fair, I want you to dash away when you see my jump.
Okay.
So now you get to potentially whiff punish me.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
So basically, you stepped into burst range, and then you stepped out.
Yep.
You're like, here, I'm here. You can pressure me. You can call me out. Come at me. Right? Do it right now. Short hop in. And I dashed away. I get my punish because you whiffed your fair there, for example. Right? Or you whiffed your dash attack or burst option or whatever it is, because I just moved out of the way.
Right.
So that's bait and punish. Basically, you have 3 plays. You have, I'm at burst range. I can play call out. That shit's risky. I don't want to do that so much unless it's absolutely worth it. I have safe pressure from here. I can short hop in, land aerials. I can dash in, land down tilt. I can play bait and punish because they can also approach me and they can burst option me. So if I get into burst range, that's already pressure in itself. Like, I'm here. What are you going to do? Are you going to approach me? Cool, I'll step out of the way and I'll potentially react with a whiff punish. And if there was no whiff punish to react to, maybe he jumped and I can anti-air him. Maybe I can just react with the fact that I can now pressure him. Like, basically, if let's say you short hop in and you land fair, right? And I dashed away and I didn't have my reaction to punish you with side B. I could have down tilted, or I could have landed back here now. Like, now immediately you're in that shitty spot of like, shit, now I'm being pressured because I missed, right? So bait and punish doesn't just mean bait and always punish. You can bait and then find your opportunity to pressure.
Yep. Perfect explanation, because it's not always about getting a hit. It's about just recognizing that you can get safe pressure too, like instead of looking for the hit.
Exactly. Okay, so that's that's really the most important stuff. But here's another section that's really important for you. Come here.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because if I'm pressuring you mid-stage, like if you blocked something here, the only difference between being where you are and being here is that, yeah, you can jump back and you can roll back and disengage, but who cares? Like, if somebody rolls away from your pressure or jumps away from your pressure, now they're cornered. That's good. You can remain patient and keep pressuring them. That's fine. So let's say you're at the corner, and I'll explain how the pressure game works. If you shield, and I'm jumping here to pressure you, you can anti-air me, so this is a bad spot to jump, right? I don't want to be jumping here. I want to jump from here, from burst range. So if you shield, and I approach you, landing fair, and I dash away, what can you do? Tell me.
Yeah. As Roy, I don't think I can do anything. Maybe up B, but I don't even think that'll work.
Okay, so the first option that you're saying is, I can try to punish you. So try to punish me.
All right, I'll let my shield get bigger. All right, let's try it.
Yeah. So that doesn't work. You can't grab, obviously.
I didn't, like, aim it towards you.
Sure. Aim it towards me a little.
Yeah. Ah,
It doesn't
you just
work.
Got out of the way. Yeah.
It doesn't work. Try to forward air out of
Yeah.
shield. Let's say you're trying to swing at me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more time.
Perfect.
Doesn't work, dude. So okay, you can't punish me. Cool. All I gotta do is land fair or land aerial, dash away. You can't punish. If you try, here's how it looks. Try to go for fair again.
Okay.
Land fair, F tilt, whatever. I don't care.
Perfect.
Okay. Now I
Perfect.
want you to try to roll in. So block the aerial and mash roll in.
Okay. Yep. I get it. Yeah.
Try again.
Yes, yeah.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, it's fire.
So
That's
if I
fire.
land pressure and dash away, I'm already canceling out two options. You can't roll in. I'm just like not. That's not an option for you anymore. And you can punish. I'm removing that option. Right. So you're left with maybe some other options. What would they be?
Okay, so you're saying can't roll in, can't punish. Honestly, just like maybe jump in place.
Okay, sure. Let's say jump.
Walk.
Let's say jump.
Walk. Okay.
Let's say jump. Let's start with jump. So try to jump in.
Okay.
Let's say you're shielding, right? I dash,
Oh, you mean like just full hop?
just
in?
full hop. Let's say you want to get through. You just want to get into the middle, right? So you shield.
Okay.
I pressure you. You jump in, right? I can still react to that. I can still try to outplay it. So if you shield and you do that one more time, then here, eat my back air. My back air is just gonna not let the full hop in happen. For example,
Yep.
that's the first thing. I can punish you up here. I can punish you here. I can even dash one more step, punish you where you're gonna land. I have so many options to try to challenge your jump. So jump is not a terrible option, but it's still an outplayable option. Okay, so we've already talked about I'm pressuring you. You can't roll in. You can't punish. Jumping is risky. You have one more option, and that is I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait. So let's say you're shielding, right? And then you don't do anything. You're just waiting. From here, I don't care. I can just pressure you again.
I bet. Right. You just rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Just keep going. I don't care. It's basically cloud back here. With Lucina, I can dash down till 2 if I want to. So like I don't care either. Or I'll just break your shield. So like take that and do that. Okay, so that means 4 options are canceled, pretty much, roughly. Roll is canceled. Doesn't work. You're gonna consistently outplay it. Punishing out of shield doesn't work. You're gonna consistently outplay it. Jumping is something that may work, but it's really risky and you can outplay it. And waiting is not really that great of an option if you're reacting to... Actually, he just waited. Let me repressure. That's my reaction. Okay? So now 4 options are canceled out. Like, optimally, you're playing safe, you're playing relaxed, you're playing completely untouched here, and you've canceled out so many options. They can't do much. There's one thing left that they can do. Let me show you what that is. So let's say you're shielding, and I do this. Let's say you know now I'm going to dash away. How would you hit me?
I guess I have to overshoot,
You
right?
have to overshoot.
Like I have to.
You have to overshoot.
Yeah.
So let's go for it. Shield.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
Here's a better option. You can unshield and side B. You can unshield and nair. Right? Any of those two are fine. You're calling out my dash away. Okay? Cool. But what did you need to do for that nair? You needed to...
I had to dash.
You had to
Like dash
you had to
and
dash. You had to dash, which means you had to unshield.
Yep.
So now I'm chilling. I've been playing super safe. I'm super consistent here. I'm choking out a bunch of options, and I don't care if you're a good player or a bad player. You're just in a bad spot. There's no good and bad option here. But if you unshield and you start going for dash attacks and callouts, then I've made you play risky now. If you're MK Leo and now you did that unshield dash attack or dash nair or whatever it is, I have made you play bad because you took a risk now. You went for that 1 out of 3 callouts. So basically, if you shield and you try that one more time, I could have potentially dashed one more step and then punished you. Or I could have shielded, or I could have full hopped over and then punished you from above. Not that Lucina is great at that, but some characters are. So, first of all, it's risky because of that reason. But second of all, it's risky because you're unshielding. So now, if you want to, let's say you want to do dash side B against me, right? So let's say you shield and you want to dash side B against me. Cool, perfect. Try that one more time.
Okay.
Without the parry, because the parry is just a free punish.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, one more time.
Yep, you stuff it out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I can even stuff it out with something safe.
Yep. Okay.
So now, this is
that
why
requires you to like adapt, though, right?
Exactly.
Like,
This is why I would use landing aerial attack. It's because I'm reading that he's gonna unshield. But why the hell would he unshield? He would unshield because he's realizing I can't roll, I can't jump, I can't stay here, I can't punish. I gotta try to move. Right? So people unshield.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so this means 8 to 9 tens out of time, when you're pressuring, you want to go for landing aerial dash away because it's the most consistent option. You get to punish so many different things. And even if you get punished by his dash in something here, who cares? That means, okay, cool, next time I can adapt. Right? He's playing, this is a really bad option. I can adapt against this. I've made my opponent, who's the best in the world, pick a bad option. I'll take it. Meanwhile, I was playing super safe and consistent. So that's one thing. You've conditioned them to play bad. That means pressure has made the better player play worse. You're controlling 4 options, and they have 1 risky option left. Now you can adapt with landing aerial attack, and it stuffs them out. So now you've adapted well. Now landing aerial attack makes sense because you're stuffing out them unshielded. But that's why the game plan of pressure, the pattern of pressure, is land aerial from burst, like jump from burst range, land the aerial, dash away, be ready for the roll, be ready for the punish out of shield, be ready for the jump, and be ready for them staying. Start with that consistently, over and over again. If they unshield and you somehow get hit by him dashing in, that means it's time to adapt. Land an aerial into something else. Land an aerial into side B, land an aerial into a tilt, etc. And now they're always in this bad situation, basically. They're always in this situation where, like, being pressured is bad because 4 options are unavailable. And if I go for this unshield to call out option, I'm still picking a bad option. So this is how you get control. By overwhelming the opponent, quote unquote, with pressure, you're controlling them like this. What are you going to do? Eventually, people will have to parry. Parry is another risk. Sure, if they parry, land side B instead. Land down tilt, who cares? Mix up your landing aerials, basically. Do another landing something. This is how you pressure optimally. This is how you pressure like a top player, and this is how you control games. This is how you run the games, basically. It's your game now that they have to play consistently. Because if you're risking all of these, like, dash in, fairs, then people will punish you. Even if I drifted back here, you can just punish me. And if I'm mixed up, like, oh, I'm going to mix you up with this, like, it's still risky. I can still get punished, etc. And if I'm here, for example, you remember you said this is burst range?
Yep.
If you shield, that's punishable. So, like, I can't even do that. I'm outside of down tilt range immediately. It just won't do anything. And if I dash down tilt, I'm at close range now. I don't want to do that. This is why burst range is important, so that from here, if you shield, optimal pressure.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing. I can dash away right here. Same options apply. Try to roll in after my down tilt.
Yep.
Doesn't work. Oh, well, I mean, I messed up there because it's online. But basically...
Oh, shit. Okay.
Try again?
Yeah.
Doesn't work. And if you attacked, do fair out of shield.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Or backer. Doesn't matter. Just an aerial out of shield. Same option. Don't care.
Yep.
You jump, I can swing backer, land up airs, do up tilt, dash away, catch landings. Here's the problem though. If you prioritize landing attacks into one more attack and they roll, you lost that situation. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This is gonna be really quick, so I don't want to hold you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So you can be mid-stage here, doesn't matter. Come here.
Okay.
I want you to shield my fair and then roll immediately. Like,
roll towards
me, yeah. Who wins that situation?
Oh yeah, I win.
Of course. Okay, now full hop over my fair and punish me from above.
Oh my bad. My
like
bad.
jump over and punish me like this.
Okay.
One more time.
Oh my bad.
Almost. One more time. I get whiff punished. And you could have landed anything. You can land it up air into an optimal combo, landed fair, landed near. It doesn't matter, right?
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to press fair immediately out of shield or up B. Up B, actually. Do up B.
Okay.
One more time. That was a little awkward. I still lose. Because, like, I can't mash against your shield. So I'll lose to out of shield options. Now I want you to shield twice.
Okay.
Now you have fair out of shield.
Yep.
So basically, you're losing to all of these simple options. People shielding, people rolling, people jumping. This is why landing aerial into one more attack is trash. It's only good for one thing. It's good as a mix-up, and it's good as an adaptation to people releasing their shield. By standard, by default, you should be landing pressure, dashing away. Because like,
Dashing away.
tell me, what is better? What, like, I'm here and we can play Smash. What is a better choice than me consistently looking to pressure you and bait and punish you consistently?
Yeah, I really don't think there's a better option.
Exactly.
But
So when you say, okay, I feel like
you
I'm
just
just
discover more
reacting to
options.
people, you remember I said I feel like I'm just reacting to people, and then playing patient. And if they give me an opener, I'll take it. That's you playing bait and punish. That's you standing at burst range, waiting, dashing away, with punishing, maybe pressuring, dashing away, with punishing, seeing a jump, reacting to the jump, seeing a jump, reacting to land. That's you being patient, reacting, and shield dashing in, reacting out of shield, and so that's you playing patient. But if they're not that kind of player, if they know what they're doing, if they know that, okay, this guy's playing patient, I gotta pressure him so that he is locked to a shitty spot, then now you're in that bad spot. And you got to put them into that spot. You got to put them in that spot first. So you said, okay, now I feel like I should be playing aggressive, quote unquote, with my pressure. I want to play fast, right? I want to make them feel pressured. And this is what it is. Like, I want to be in control. Pressure immediately. That would be step one. Like, find this pressure. Yeah. And then, as soon as you find a hit, you know what you're doing. Your advantage stage is amazing, right? It's just your neutral needs to be, the game plan of neutral needs to be go, go, go. Pressure. Find the pressure if possible. Or play, like, basically you're playing 45.
Find the burst range, essentially, or?
Sorry?
Like, find the burst range?
Well, yeah, game plan, the game plan is, step one, move well to not get hit. Find the burst range so you can do something, right? Step two,
yeah, for sure.
Find the pressure or find the bait and punish. Step three, if you pressured them, hopefully you've dashed away and you react to how they played after your pressure. How are they dealing with your pressure? Now you might say, yeah, but this sounds really hard, because what does this mean? I have to like out-react everything that they do out of shield after I pressure them? No, not really. You can be patient and re-pressure them and re-pressure them and re-pressure them. And the more you see what they typically do, the more you're anticipating it, the faster you're able to react to it, or you adapt to it. It doesn't have to be just like, ah, shit, man, like I'm not good at punishing everything that they do after I pressure them. You can just be a solid player of, you know what, I just didn't react to this. Like, for example, let's say I'm pressuring you, right? And I did this and I dashed away, for example, and let's say you nared. Right? You just nair and you fade back like this. For example.
Like, want me to...
Okay. Yeah, oh shit, okay, I couldn't react to that. Next time, I can dash, one more time. Yeah, next time I can dash out and I can like try to go in. If there's no punish, there's no punish. Now you're cornered, I can pressure you again. Exactly. So I could have done, I could have run up, and now you're in this. Now you can't back off. Now you're in that shitty spot where like you can't roll in, jumping's risky, you can't punish me, you can't stay there, especially against Lucino, who's got a shield breaker.
100%.
And like decent edge guards with F throw into back airs and so on. And yeah, if you release your shield, then cool, you're gonna deal with this now, and you're gonna deal with like you see how you jumped there, it didn't work, but if you released your shield, it would have worked. But if you jump there and I dashed away, I get my up tilt, you know, I get to do this and I get to do this, and I get to dash away, land up air, and immediately back air, and rising back air, and dash away, catch the landing. This is why, bro, pressure game at top level is from burst range, short hop landing aerial, not full hop by the way, never full hop. Short hop landing aerial, dash away by default. If dash away is not working for some reason, just shield. Because shield
you
is
mean
the
like
second
as if
best.
It's not working, as if it's like automatically getting overshot or something?
No,
like,
because let's say you're playing against Inkling back air, and Inkling back air is just too fast, and it's hitting your dash away.
Oh, okay.
Then just shield.
Okay.
Like, it's a simple solution. Okay, like, if my dash away doesn't work, I default to shield instead, or I just space better. But by default, you dash away. And then you see what they do. Roll, jump, attack out of shield, or wait. Now you are playing against how they're dealing with your pressure. That's where you find your openers. That's where you find your hits.
Definitely.
And then if they unshield and they're hitting you and they're catching you by like, you know, with a burst option or whatever. Cool. Okay. Yeah. No, I've made the best player release his shield. I'll take it. I know how to adapt to this. Plus you're unshielding at the corner, bro. Like you're going to be sent off stage at that perfect angle where you got to deal with my Lucina edgeguard. The top 5, top 10 players, they know how to remain on fire all the time. How so? Because they just know these are the best buttons. This is how I play the best. I gotta move well, find the burst range. I know what that is. I know where it is. I know what he can do. I know that I should stick with 45% of my time, play safe pressure. 45% of the rest of the time, play bait and punish. Maybe the other rest of the percent, some call outs is fine as a mix up or as a risk if it's worth it. That's it. And then you got to know when I'm pressuring someone, what can he do? What can I do? Okay,
100%.
sometimes I won't react because it's just, it happens. I'm not always going to be perfect at reacting. Cool. Next time I'll be anticipating it. A lot of these players, they just play like this, like you said, instinctively. They'll do it and they're like, damn, man, I was on fire. But if you know why you were on fire, you can remain like this consistently. You can always play on fire.
Makes so much sense.
You'll catch yourself. Okay, I'm playing bad, but I'm mashing. I'm doing landing aerial into an attack. Or I'm shielding every time. I should be dashing. Or I'm not catching the roll every time he does it. It's now you know. Where is that bad play? Immediately go into the good play. Just at least press the good button. Sometimes I'll bait and punish. Okay, come here. I've been pressuring you a lot. It's your time to play. Come at me. You move out of the way. You whiff punish. So now you're mixing up your pressure and bait and punish back and forth. Now you're hard as hell to play against. Because now you're also unpredictable on when you're going to pressure. It's not just constant pressure. It's pressure, and then it's his time to play. Let's be ready for maybe him pressuring me. And then you move out of the way and you punish and you step into burst range. That's pressure enough because you know how to bait and punish. And you're basically constantly pressuring this way. With your movement and with your aerials and with your tilts.
Like that really, you really opened up a lot of ideas for me and just opened my eyes on that whole entire situation for sure, bro. Keeping all of that in mind.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, bro. People clearly in the chat were really, really enjoying this.
Hell yeah, dude.
And once again, guys, make sure y'all go ahead and follow Izaw. I'm actually gonna rate him after.
Well, I'm gonna end stream too. Don't worry about it. Go rate someone else.
Okay,
yeah, you'll waste it on me. The only thing, guys, go subscribe to Izaw Plus. All of this content that is on Twitch will go there. You want a hug? Come here, bro. Yeah? Yeah, dude. Oh. He looks like a little puma. Look at him, dude. That's him? Yeah? How you doing, bro?